Yes, this is me, Hudson George. I'm just doing a live tonight. My topic tonight is Caribbean people. They get caught up in global politics. Yeah, they get caught up in what is going on globally with the Americans. So, so right now, the way things is going, with Donald Trump in power presently, the whole Caribbean region and the leaders of CARICOM countries, and even though not CARICOM, whether it's Cuba, Dominican Republic, and all the other Latin American countries, and Suriname, and well, Guyana is part of CARICOM, even though it's on the continent. Venezuela, Colombia, from Mexico right down to Argentina, and the whole Caribbean. We get caught up in the with Donald Trump politics. Donald Trump is having his own revolution. What it is. He's having his own revolution. So the way things are going now, the people in the region don't know what is going to happen next week or tomorrow or when. The American government is getting tight on the visa business, visa, threatening the politicians and everybody. Right? And we say we have CARICOM countries. Haiti is a member of CARICOM, Caribbean countries, mainly in English speaking. They can't help Haiti. They can't help. Some of them don't even supportive to Haitian immigrants when they come to the country. They give lip service to what is going on in Haiti. Now, with Donald Trump in office and he's getting tight, Caribbean countries selling passport. Donald Trump threatened them. He says selling passport could affect the U.S. security. The question is, Caribbean countries need money. The only product they have that they could rely on to get money, apart from foreign export, they could import tourists. So tourists coming, visitors, importation, voluntary, people coming for sea, sun, and blue sky, blue sea water, sun, and sand. In the time of President Clinton, he destroyed Caribbean banana for Chiquita. So under Democratic American President Bill Clinton, Caribbean bananas lost the market on the European market. Britain said they couldn't save them because Britain was part of the EU. Caribbean people survive by remittance money. Immigrants travel to the United States. Whether they go permanently or whether they go illegally, or they go by visa and they remain illegal until they get permanent resident. People cross the border from Mexico, Canada, and wherever they could to get to the United States. And some of them become successful in life. But now Donald Trump is closing all that. So he got to make America great again. So the question is, where will the Caribbean leaders and Caribbean people turn to? Now, Caribbean produce a lot of doctors. But our doctors themselves go to the United States looking for the American dream, the American dollar. They come home like tourists. Or when they get old and they're ready to die, they come back and retire. So they won't come and work in Grenada or in Trinidad and Tobago or Guyana or Jamaica or Barbados or Antigua or in St. Kitts or in St. Lucia or Dominica or St. Vincent or St. Lucia. They're not coming and work for small money in their own butler. So Caribbean countries were making business with Cuba for doctors. Well, it seems like even Cuba sending doctors to those countries was also a business. So it was financially good for Cuba to send the doctors to the Caribbean countries. And also, they say it's humanitarian, kind of party humanitarian. America don't see it like that. They see it as political. So Caribbean countries are caught up in international politics with Donald Trump's policy. So how they will survive? After the demise of the Grenada Revolution, there is no socialist movement in Caribbean. Even Cuba itself is only socialist by name. Because Cuba rely heavily on tourism. Maybe not by choice, to say they wanted to, but they end up a tourist destination too. They get tourists from friendly countries, or people who just want to go to Cuba to see what is going on. Now, United States citizens are not allowed to go to Cuba. Lots of Canadian tourists go to Cuba. America and Cuba is not on good relationship. So what is going to happen under Donald Trump's policies? Caribbean countries are caught up in international politics with Donald Trump policies. Every prime minister or president in the Caribbean, when they go to bed, in the morning they don't know if Donald Trump is going to sanction them. Right? Now, we have a lot of religious leaders in the Caribbean, Christian leaders, who used to preach about the coming of Jesus Christ. And they said that they understand the book of Revelation. But they didn't understand it. Because they were saying, naming people who is going to be problematic to the world before the coming of the Messiah. They named different countries and so on. Then you had the Rastafari with all the strange belief too about Babylon. And talk about money is the devil and all them things. Now Donald Trump's policy shows that people cannot live without money. Even the Rastafarians and them need money. Because the reggae singers, they go to Europe and make big concerts and travel throughout the other places. So with the sanctions Donald Trump is putting on the Caribbean people, but they will get money. It will affect the carnival celebrations, the musicians, the soca artists, the Calypsonian, because America, the United States have the most carnival, more than even Caribbean countries, where carnival is originated. Right? I think Miami alone got 2 carnivals. Trinidad and Tobago have 2 carnivals in 1 year. Grenada have 2 carnivals in the same year. So Trinidad and Grenada, both of them have 2 carnivals. And the reason why they have 2 carnivals is Trinidad and Tobago, and then it's Grenada, Carrico, and Petit Martinique. So that leaves us to a 2 carnival. Carnival in Grenada, mainland Grenada, carnival in Carrico, Petit Martinique. Same thing like for Trinidad, carnival in Trinidad, and also carnival in Tobago. So why does the United States have so many carnivals? Where the Caribbean blacks resides in the United States, there is carnival. So being as we caught up in international politics with Donald Trump's policy, what is going to happen to the Caribbean people? Where are we going to get money? Which Caribbean country will become the most submissive to Donald Trump policy? So far, the Barbadian Prime Minister still sounding strong. Still sounding strong. And other Caribbean, Trinidad still sounding strong. As for Jamaica, question mark personally. The leadership, question mark personally. Grenada kind of standing firm. St. Vincent standing firm. Antigua, St. Kitts, they standing firm. Well, Haiti has its own problem. But we know Haitians are the most resistant of all Caribbean people. Of all black people in the world, as I will say. The most resilient black people are Haitians. They are black revolutionaries. They know what is struggle. So, my question is, what will happen to the Caribbean if Donald Trump continue to squeeze them, and if they decide to resist? And it might be interesting to see which Caribbean leader will surrender to Donald Trump's policy. The Caribbean people need doctors. Health is important. Now it shows that if Cuba could invest in doctors, why is it we want to invest in the Caribbean in medical marijuana? We should train in more people to be doctors too, like in Cuba, instead of investing in medical marijuana. Anyway, this is me, Hudson George. I go on till I come again. I go on.